give up. It's been too many years. It's been too many tears. It's been too many rocks. It's been too many reels. God been too good to me. But I kept it too long. But He ain't never left me. He ain't never left me. He ain't
Lee Williams was born July 8, 1946. Lee Williams was born and raised in Tupelo, Mississippi. Lee Williams began singing gospel music at the age of 8. His uncle, a member of a group called the Gospel Stars, put together a companion group called the Spiritual QCs in 1962. QC standing for Qualified Christian Singers. Sadly, the group broke up in 1968. Lee Williams would then become a truck driver until he decided to start back singing gospel part-time. He even placed his name in the Spiritual QCs, and that's where everything started to change for him. So, yeah, he started touring part-time. From what I hear, he was like doing programs on the side, and then do his truck driving from like Monday to Friday. And then he would, and after that, he would just start doing it full time, especially when he started getting more attention from people, started getting more venues and everything. But it wasn't until 1998 where everything started to change for him, for the best. And that's when their very first live album, Love Will Go All the Way, released in Birmingham, Alabama. And what was really cool about that is right when they made that album and when they did what they had to do, you know, that's really when they blew up, and especially when Good Time came.
Well, how many know winner? Somebody said winner.
After that, it was hit after hit after hit, album after album after album. He made Love Will Go All the Way. He made Good Time. He was always successful with all those, you know, with those two. And then he made another one like 2 or 3 years after that called Right on Time. So he was already, you know, he was already like famous and stuff. So what else could he do? Well,
my soul was sinking in a world of sin, but grace and mercy, it took me in, took my feet out of the miry clay and placed them on a rock to stay. Oh, what a relief it was when God rescued me. He loosed the chains that had me bound, and He set me free, and it felt like cooling water, cooling water, cooling water. It felt like cooling water, cooling water, cooling water, cooling water from Grandma's well. Lee Williams, y'all. Sleepless nights and so much pain. Couldn't see no sunshine, nothing but rain. But God said, we've been made, endure for a night, but in the morning it will be alright. Oh, what a relief it was when God rescued me. He loosed my chains that had me bound, and then he set me free. Felt like cooling water, felt like cooling water, just like.
So I don't know if you know, but back in the like in the 80s, the pop, like the pop people, when it came to black people, had Michael Jackson with Thriller. With Prince, we had Purple Rain. With Dr. Trey, we had Nothing But a Cheat Thing. With Kanye, we had Heartless or Gold Digger or whatever. With Lee Williams, we have Cooling Water. When we hear Lee Williams, we either think of either Cooling Water or, Cooling Water. So, which is why I wanted this short, is to represent Cooling Water. And also because it's hot outside, so why not? But yeah, Cooling Water was one of the most successful gospel songs to date. Like, it was everywhere. It still plays on radio to this day, I'm sure. And male courses are still singing it, because my male course used to sing it every single 4th Sunday. They would kill it every time, but I'm just saying, wow. Like, people loved the song. But now, we're gonna talk about the part I didn't want to talk about, his health. Let's get into that. After the success of Cooling Water, they would continue to make albums after album after album. Like Tell the Angels, So Much to Be Thankful For, Fall on Me, and Living on a Little Sad. But sadly, Lee Williams' health declined. If I had to guess, it was probably between the years of 2005 and 2007. So a lot of you may be asking, well, why do you say it's 2005? Now 2007 what goes in, but why do you say 2005? And he was singing pretty much like all the songs except 3. Well, we really listen to the songs like Tell the Angels, Whom Shall I Fear, Jesus Is Coming Again, and Lord I'm Willing, and actually one of the most soothing songs he's ever put out, I Just Stopped By. We really listen to those songs, and you really think about it. He probably had a bad report from the doctors or something about his health around that time, but he was still willing to tour, and he probably, wanted to express, how other people kind of express their testimonies or what they're going through a song sometimes. I feel like that's what Lee Williams was doing with the album Tell the Angels. And if you listen closely, before he starts singing in Lord I'm Willing, he says, I'm gonna go on and give him all I got. Now I know what you're thinking. Well, there's people your age that say that sing gospel. Well, if that is the case, because I've never heard anybody my age say that. But as far as I know, but that doesn't mean anything. But the point is, really paying attention to the album again, it kind of sets off the fabs that he knew, or he thought something was gonna happen, so he wanted to prepare himself and go on and sing them songs. Cause like my grandmother said, he was pretty much like writing his own sermon for his funeral and them songs. And I was like, yeah, true. But thank God he lived for as long as he did, because he was an amazing gospel singer. So yeah, that's just my opinion. That's why I thought it probably started in 2005. Despite what you think, or despite what that guy thinks. Um, there's no denying that even though his health did start to decline, he still gave it his all, and that is just amazing, especially for a man his age. Most men his age were retired, but he kept going, and he never ever missed a program, and that's amazing. So after all those programs, after living on the low side, they kind of just started like doing tours and stuff, and his health started to decline. But like that guy said, 64th by the way. Like that guy said, he gave it his all, and I just want to talk more about that because that's just amazing how he really gave it his all. Because yeah, most people would have retired a long time ago, but it's strong men like him that makes young men like me just want to give it all I got to, whether it's religion, whether it's just work, just whatever is going on in my life. I want to keep on doing what I'm doing. I don't care if I'm in pain, whether I'm tired, whether I'm, I just gotta keep my faith and keep going. And Lee Williams is the definition of keeping the faith and keeping on going. After living on the lower side, they started singing from state to state from 2011 to 2018, where they decided after their anniversary to go on and retire Mr. Lee Williams from singing. And as it was going pretty good for the group, Patrick even had his own group called Patrick, Hollis, and United, which I highly recommend listening to them. As it was fine until August 30th, 2021.
Yeah.
Did I just sing my song? Because I'm free.
So more about the retirement video. So back in 2017, like mid 2017 or something like that, they announced that they would have a retirement tour, which they did. They toured for about a year and a half, and then after their anniversary in 2018, Lee Williams had officially retired from singing gospel. But there was a bright side to it. Well, not just the fact that we got to see Mr. Al Hollis, which is Patrick's dad over there. Apparently, he had a stroke, but thank God he was able to show up, and he looked at pretty good. So not just that, but also C.C. Williams, which is Lee Williams' son, which you could kind of tell because yeah, they look so much alike. He sung, and he did really good. He did a great job. In fact, they're touring right now. Cecil Williams of the Spiritual QCs with him and Tommy, which was the bass player for Lee Williams, but more about that later. Yeah, which looked like they were telling him at a pretty good time, the right time actually, because he got to relax for the next 3 years until his death in 2021. August 30th, 2021, Lee Williams was pronounced dead. Well, I heard the news that he passed. It took a toll on me because I grew up listening to his music, And I grew up, I went to one of his concerts and I shook his hand. I had a pretty good conversation, and he was surprised about a young guy like me listening to gospel all the time, especially like his music, because you know his music is so detailed and everything, because it comes straight from the Bible and everything. And it was weird. Sorry, but yeah, but yeah, when I found out he died, you know, it kind of took a toll on me, and it really restored my faith. To be honest, it really made me see, maybe, like realize how important his music was in my life. Although it wasn't always easy, but now I'm like more mature and stuff. Now I could like, you know, take his music and put it in my life, especially I Can't Give Up. Because you know how many times you know how many times I wanted like to quit a lot of stuff. Last week I wanted to quit something, not my job or anything. Last week I wanted to quit my relationship, but I'm not doing it because that's not what God would want me to do. I mean, in relationships or in your job or just in your life or in just your daily life, whatever it is, you gotta have consequences. You gotta have days where you don't want to be bothered. You gotta have days where you don't want to do anything. You gotta be depressed sometimes, but you know, I take Lee Williams' "I Can't Give Up" to heart, especially now. Because I got my own job and my own place and everything, and you know, it's just me right now, me and God for real. So you know, that's why I'm trying to keep my head up. Thank you, Mr. Lee Williams, for being amazing, and thank you for all that you've done for all of us. Thank you so much. After the homegoing service of Mr. Lee Williams, C.C. Williams, his son, and Tommy Harris, former bass player from the Spiritual QCs, decided to form their own group in dedication of Mr. Lee Williams, called C.C. Williams and the Spiritual QCs. Thank you for watching this. I hope you have enjoyed it. I know it was kind of all over the place. I apologize for that. But I've been wanting to do this for a long time. And yeah, man, I didn't know how to do it. I didn't know how to begin and I didn't know how to conclude it. But thankfully, I think it went pretty good. To everybody out there watching, thank you. To CC, I know he's not gonna watch this, but CC Williams, keep doing what you're doing. Keep on holding your head up. Tommy Harris, keep doing what you do to motivate CC, and y'all just keep on singing. And I hope y'all singing Alabama soon. Thank you, and for those of you watching, I'll see you on the next video. Peace.